everybody, Claudia Boleyn here, and today I want to talk to you about makeup. So hands up if you're a feminist out there with a very difficult relationship with makeup. That is me. I have a very, very complicated relationship with makeup. If makeup and I were dating on Facebook, we would have it's complicated as our relationship status. That is literally how complicated it is. I find it very difficult to talk about makeup online, and I've been asked to do makeup tutorials and talk about my own makeup, but because I have this complex relationship with it, and I also get makeup guilt, I find it very hard to talk about. So I thought today's video can be all about makeup without actually being about the application of makeup itself. So if you're expecting a makeup tutorial, this is not it, I'm afraid. So on the one hand, I really enjoy makeup. I really enjoy the transformative powers of makeup and being able to wake up in the morning and think, today I'm going to be Harley Quinn and I'm going to stick pink on this eye and blue on this eye and have red lipstick and draw a little heart on my cheek. And I love the idea of being able to completely change what you look like, and it kind of changes the way you feel about yourself when you go out. Like, you can think, oh, today I'm going to have like an emo, gothy, grungy look. And it's like a personal thing, and sometimes you can think, oh, I'm going to be like Marilyn Monroe and I'm going to look like a 50s siren and it's going to be gorgeous. And it's really fun to try different styles out. I'm not going to lie, it's really, really fun. In that sense, makeup makes me feel more confident and pretty. On the other hand, the fact that makeup makes me feel confident and pretty is a total lie. I know it's a total lie and I'm buying into it, because the only reason I feel confident and pretty wearing makeup is because I've been conditioned to think of my naked, bare face that I wake up with in the morning is flawed and imperfect, and that I must cover it to achieve confidence. Therefore, I'm kind of been brought up, like many of us, to think of my natural face as it is when it popped out of the womb. No, that's weird. But my natural face is kind of imperfect to me. So I've been so conditioned by all these beautiful images of women with makeup and maybe not having hair on their faces and not having all these plucked eyebrows and they're all contoured and beautiful, so that now I look at my face and I just see loads and loads of flaws, which is great for capitalism because it means that they can sell me all these different lotions and potions so I can correct myself, so I can be a confident woman. Obviously this is just a way of making women feel like they're not confident and stopping us from going out and doing things in the world, so it pisses me off that it works on me. Sometimes I want to be this brilliant feminist and be like, haha, I don't care what I look like at all, it's all about the message. And I desperately want to be that way, but unfortunately we don't live in that society, and I too am impacted by these pressures, and I do look at myself when I wake up in the morning sometimes and think I look so ugly and so bad. And so I put on my makeup, and in that sense, is it giving me confidence or is it just making me hide myself? Like, I find that a very difficult balance to strike when I think about makeup. Because would I feel confident without it? No, I wouldn't. So is it an empowering choice for me to go out wearing it, wearing all the different pretty colours? No, it's really not. It's a really, really major thing, makeup, in this society, and women are kind of expected to wear makeup, or expected to not look like they're wearing makeup, but be wearing makeup and look pretty. The natural makeup phenomenon pisses me off so badly, because natural makeup is actually like the hardest makeup look to achieve, and it probably takes the most time out of all the makeup looks. But that's what we're expected to look like, because we can't show that we've been trying to look really nice and try and look beautiful. We have to pretend we've just woken up looking that stunning. I think that a lot of my male family members have they have a really skewed perception of women because of the society we live in. I'm not saying that men don't wear makeup, because there are men out there that do, but the men in my family don't wear makeup. So I've had times when I've gone to see male members of my family not wearing makeup, and they've looked at me rather worriedly and asked if I'm ill. Oh, you look tired, you look awful, you look ill, are you sick? And it kind of kills you a little bit on the inside, because you're like, no, that's just my natural face actually, but thanks for that. I mean, I do go out shopping and stuff. Like, when I'm doing the food shop with my mum, the weekly food shop, I don't put on a face of makeup, but that doesn't mean that I feel confident like that. In fact, sometimes if I run into people I know and I'm not wearing any makeup and I've got my hair scraped back, I feel bad and I don't feel confident and I feel like shrinking into a ball, and afterwards I'm just thinking, oh god, they must have thought I was so ugly. And that's a thought I don't want. That's a horrible intrusive thought. When you see someone you know, you want your thoughts to be, oh, I saw a friend of mine and we had a chat. We shouldn't be thinking afterwards, oh god, I look like a total mess, they're going to think I'm a weirdo. But unfortunately in the society we live in, that's something that a lot of us do feel, and it's just really getting in the way of our lives, and we're just expected to deal with it. I have posted a couple of videos in the past where I'm not wearing any makeup. But I have to admit, they were difficult videos to post, and if I had been forced to make this video without makeup, I don't know if I would have posted it at all, because I'm having kind of like a bit of a down day on the old looks today. I do feel not very confident without my makeup, I'll have to admit that, and I feel kind of ugly without it. And I know I'm not alone in feeling like that. So sometimes I do feel pressured into wearing makeup. And then I feel confused because I also kind of enjoy applying it. And it's just this massive mess where I don't know if I'm a good feminist or a bad feminist, or like what is going on basically. It's a total mess. Okay, so I want to kind of explain a little bit to maybe the guys watching who think that it's not a big deal and we should just ignore advertising and we should just, you know, get on with our lives and that kind of thing. And look, and I can see where you're coming from because you haven't lived it yourself, but I want to kind of explain it to you. In one of my old videos where I talked about misconceptions about feminism, I talked about patriarchy, and I think I made the mistake of talking about it in the sense that it was like this rule book, this kind of thing, and that's not kind of the way it is. And I think I should have been more I should have made that really clear, because on the internet, unfortunately, people take things you say really literally, and it's really annoying. But I said, you know, the patriarchy states that, you know, women must look good all the time. There's not like literally a rule book. There's not like the patriarchy book that we all live by, which says rule number 1, women must look good at all times. But I just kind of want to explain to you the sort of pressure we're under to look good. So it's not this hard and fast rule. You're right, there is no hard and fast rule, but this is the pressure we're under. Also, I want to say that of course there are people of other genders and there are guys that wear makeup out there. So this kind, I'm not discounting you people, but I just want to explain kind of what it feels like to grow up as a woman in this society and how it kind of impacts you and the way you feel about the way you look. We are so bombarded with images of perfection, of female perfection and of beauty and this ideal, that we start to see ourselves from the outside, if that makes any sense. This is really a kind of difficult thing to explain. It's something that I know how it feels because I feel it on a daily basis, and I'm sure lots of other women watching this can relate, but it's really hard to explain to people who haven't experienced it. So when I say you see yourselves from the outside, I mean that you see yourself kind of as an object, as a thing to be looked at, before you see yourself as an actual person. So if you're like out shopping or something, you will think about the way you look. You'll get self-conscious. You'll think, oh god, people are looking at me, do I look a bit odd? You'll see yourself in a shop window and you'll think, oh, how am I looking? How am I looking? Am I okay? And it's like this constant kind of thing going on in your head where you're thinking, oh, do I look okay? And it's not like a vain thing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If you want to go out there and be like, oh, I look hot. Do I look hot? Yeah, I look totally hot. And you look at yourself in mirrors all the time and you look at yourself in shop windows. Good for you, that's really great. But I'm talking about the fact that we are constantly assessed by people. And I think it's because I feel like inside every woman, there is like, inside me right now, and like since I was little, there has been a straight man looking out. Don't go there. When I say there's a straight man inside me, like, I know you're gonna go, don't even go there. Don't be rude, that's disgusting. We are brought up to see through the straight male perspective before we see through our own perspective, and it's a really weird thing to explain to you, but in all the media we watch and all the TV and all that stuff we consume, we're seeing ourselves first as objects, and we're seeing ourselves through a straight man's eyes. So it's like before we see the soul of the person and we see our own like inside goodness and all that kind of stuff, we're seeing what we look like on the outside, and we kind of absorb that weird straight male way of looking at women, which can often be, not always, quite objectifying. It certainly is in the media. So we then start to sort of weirdly objectify ourselves and look at ourselves in this weird way, and instead of thinking of ourselves as a person first, we're always seeing ourselves through the male gaze. And that I'm a queer woman, and I'm more concerned, I should be more concerned about what women think of what I look like, because I desperately want a girlfriend. But even I can't help the fact that I see myself through the male gaze. I have got this straight male gaze inside me that I can't seem to get rid of, and I see myself through it, and it really messes with your head. This is why we get so pissed off when women are like objectified on TV and that kind of thing, because it might seem like a small thing, but it's just another reminder of the fact that you are what you look like. You're there to be consumed, you're there to be decoration for a straight man's life, you're there to be sexy, and that's kind of your point, and that's why it's so annoying. That's why a lot of us get so pissed off about catcalling. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, at where I live, it's not like intense. It's not like you walk out the door and you get mobbed by men shouting gendered slurs at you. I've never said it's like that. But you know, sometimes you'll go past like a building site or something, or you'll go past a group of guys and they'll shout something out which isn't particularly pleasant, like, oh, nice legs or something, or nice butt, all right, love, all that kind of stuff. And it's just a reminder that you're not your own person and that you kind of exist for their viewing pleasure. You're like decoration on their day. You're not a person, and you're just being reminded that you're being looked at and assessed constantly. And it is sad and it pisses you off, and that's why a lot of us get so angry about catcalling. Aside from the fact it's like really rude and unnecessary, and why would you interrupt a stranger's day like that? It's just really horrible to remember that that's what you are. You are once again being reminded, in case you're not thinking in that moment, you're being reminded of the straight male gaze. Okay, so back to makeup, which is like the topic of this video, kind of. I often get a lot of comments on my videos or in my ask box from, strangely enough, it tends to be from men who kind of either tell me that they think I wear too much makeup or too little makeup, or they'll say something like, you're a pretty girl, but you don't need to pencil in your eyebrows. I just have to get something straight here. And it's like a really important thing that I think I'm doing like a real service to all other women on the internet when I say this, because I think a lot of us want to say this to you. When I put my makeup on in the morning, okay, yes, there are societal pressures, and I've said all that stuff about the straight male gaze, and we can't escape that stuff. But I don't specifically get up in the morning and put my makeup on and think about, like, down with feminism 69's opinion on my eyebrows. Like, I'm not thinking, A, I want to annoy said person, and I'm not thinking, B, I want to look attractive for said person. Like, if it's on my face, if I've put something on my face, if I penciled in an eyebrow, I've put lipstick on, chances are I want it on my face. It's there for a reason. Like, do you put things on your face if you don't want them there? I don't think you do. Like, a lot of people take the piss out of my eyebrows, and fair enough, okay? If you're that obsessed with what another person looks like, then, you know, so be it. Enjoy yourself having a laugh at my penciled-in eyebrows. But I like having penciled eyebrows, and that's why I do them. I like the way they look. That's why I consistently pencil them in. So I just have to say right now, like, if you're one of those people, one of those... Strangely, it is men, I'm not sure why, that keep coming up and saying things like you'd be prettier without your penciled eyebrows. Maybe that's true. Maybe to you I would be prettier without them, but to me, I'm prettier with them and I like to wear them, so they're going to continue being penciled on my face, okay? Then there's also this weird double standard where women that wear makeup are called fake and are kind of accused of lying to guys about what they look like, and then women who don't wear makeup are accused of being ugly and also mocked. So we're in this kind of like double standardy weird situation where we're stuck between a rock and a hard place and we literally cannot win. As is often the way for women in this society, I'm noticing a trend here, but it's really hard because in the videos where I've worn makeup, and it's makeup I've wanted to wear, you know, it's the sort of makeup I like. It's like, oh, you're so fake and so ugly, and if you're a feminist, don't wear makeup, just be your natural self. You're so fake, you're trying to make us think you're something you're not. And then I do a video with no makeup on, and then it's like, oh, you're so ugly, why don't you wear your makeup? Don't put us through that. This is the sort of shit I'm talking about. It's like, you cannot win. I'm going to be controversial and just say that I don't think makeup is an empowering feminist choice to make. That's not to say you shouldn't do it and it's a bad thing to do, because I wear makeup and sometimes I like to wear makeup, but I also acknowledge that I've been conditioned into liking to wear makeup, and I have to admit that I feel bad when I don't wear makeup, so it's not really that much of a choice really when you think about it, is it? But you see, that's why I don't think it's this empowering feminist thing, because we are kind of made to wear makeup. Again, it's not in the patriarchy 101, like women must wear makeup otherwise they have to go to jail. That's really not how it is. But it is kind of like this subconscious subliminal pressure that pushes really hard on you that you have to look good. And it's really, really incredibly tough. I don't think that makeup is this feminist empowering choice, because I don't really see that for a lot of people it is a choice, because a lot of us, you know, you have to wear it sometimes just in order to get a job or something, otherwise people might turn you down. Just to be respected sometimes you've got to try and make yourself look physically attractive, which is kind of really scary and horrible, and it's something that we've got way too used to in this society, and actually thinking about that right now is really, really incredibly scary, because we've got totally used to being that. We've got totally used to seeing ourselves from the outside first, and from looking at ourselves from the straight male perspective before we see ourselves as human beings, and that makes me really, really sad. I think that the radical feminist statement would definitely be to not wear makeup and to to defy gender roles and gender norms, but I don't think it makes you a bad feminist to wear makeup either. I think that we are all a product of the society we live in, and we've been made to feel very uncomfortable about certain things, and you've got to do what makes you feel comfortable and what's going to get you through. So yeah, if you enjoy makeup, so long as you can acknowledge that it's more difficult for women who don't wear makeup and who don't conform to gender roles, then yeah, you go for it. Like, I'm going to continue to wear makeup. I hope that as I get older, and it is a process, that I hope that as I get older I'm going to be able to feel more comfortable without my makeup. And I already do. I mean, when I was younger, I would not have gone shopping without a little bit of lip gloss and a little bit of mascara and all that kind of thing. But, you know, obviously now I do. And I hope it's going to be an ongoing process, and I'll feel more confident about myself. And sometimes I post no makeup selfies on Instagram, and it's because I kind of want to get myself used to that. I want to train myself into seeing that my natural self, when I wake up in the morning, it's different to how I look with my makeup on, and it doesn't look like some sort of fashion model or something, but that's who I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. I keep seeing flaws on my face, but then I remember that every time I feel insecure about the way I look, some rich white old man somewhere gets rich off my insecurities, and then I say to myself, I don't want to be insecure anymore. I don't want him to get richer and richer over my insecurities. I'm going to love myself, so he becomes very poor. So anyway, yeah, that's my video today about makeup, and I'm in no way trying to put down people who wear makeup, because I wear makeup myself, and I love following, like, I follow loads of beauty bloggers and that kind of thing, and makeup can be so beautiful, and it's an artistic choice, and it's really pretty, but I don't think it's an empowering feminist statement, sorry, and it's a difficult thing. I have makeup guilt even now, and how bad is that? Like, I want to live in a world where a woman can choose to either put something on her face if she wants to, or not put something on her face if she doesn't want to, and just not be judged. But until we take away all that sort of outside judgment, we'll never be able to know what's feminist and empowering and what isn't, because we need to kind of feel it without all those straight male gaze eyes coming in. Straight male gaze with a Z, not straight male gaze with a Y. So, feminist makeup guilt. I'm a bad feminist. Okay, I love you loads, and I'll see you all really soon. Remember to tell me what you think in the comment section, and I love you loads. Enjoy your makeup if you like makeup, and if you're one of those brave people who decides, fuck it, I'm not gonna wear makeup, I've got stuff to do, then you'd have no idea how much I admire you and want to be you. So it's a process, but I will get there one day. Okay, I love you loads, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!